Alright guys, so I'm going to ask you guys a question in this video, and I know I'm going to get some shit for this. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off about this video, and it's probably going to be controversial. So the question is, does God exist? I want you guys to answer that in the comment section. Do you think God exists? Why or why not? And here's another question for you guys. If religion is correct, specifically Christianity, how can you claim to know a God's thoughts and intentions and moral standards for humanity if you don't know that God exists? So, in essence, I'm asking, wouldn't you have to prove that a God exists first to claim that you know that God's thoughts, values, intentions for humanity? Now think about that for a minute. Right now, nobody can prove God exists, obviously. Nobody can prove or disprove God. So how can anybody claim to know a God's thoughts, intentions, beliefs, morals, intentions for humanity? I just think that's a really interesting point. I saw that brought up, I believe, in a Christopher Hitchens debate. He raised that point. How can anybody claim to know God's thoughts, intentions, beliefs if they cannot first prove that He exists? How can you know the thoughts, intentions of something that you don't know exist? You would have to first know they exist to know what they're thinking and to know what their intentions are, right? I thought that's just a very interesting question, and that's a very interesting thing to think about. So I guess the first question would be, does God exist? Why or why not? Answer that in the comment section. And the second question would be, can you know what a being is thinking if you don't know that being exists? If you can't prove that being exists, how can you possibly prove that your religion is correct? Because that's what religions are, is claiming to know, what that God or what that deity or what that being has in mind or has in store or wants humanity to do. That's what religions are. It's a set of moral codes that are coming down from that God, coming down from that deity, coming down from that big dude in the sky. And that's what religions are based on that premise that they know what those gods want for you. They know what those gods are thinking and feeling and what those gods have in mind for humanity. So the question is that possible? Is it possible for somebody to know that if they cannot first prove that this God exists? Is that possible? So, hey, fruit for thought, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Give me a like if you think that was a pretty interesting question, man. I think that's really interesting, and that's a thinker.